He's in the gray, Justin Jaynes in the blue. No stranger to a locker boxing match either, the hockey locker room. Put on the helmet, put on the gloves, nothing else, and just swing away, head only.
We might see a bit of that tonight.
Kids will be kids. Justin Jaynes, meanwhile, high school wrestler, went to Olivet College in Michigan to please the parents, and then right after getting the degree, said, I did what you guys wanted, I'm moving to Las Vegas, I'm chasing the dream. That was in 2009. And he kept grinding away, found his way to the UFC last year to the tune of a first-round knockout of Frank Camacho. Big left for Justin Jaynes and another.
Beautiful leaping left hand there by Jaynes. Nice kick as well. Another one. I mean, look how much distance he covers with that left hook, DC. He might be the shorter guy, but he's able to cover that ground very fast. It's when Rosa tries to circle off to his right away from the right-hand power. Jaynes has a great right hand, so Rosa's trying to stay away from it, but now he has to be careful not to run into that leaping left hook.
Big swing from Rosa's side. These guys, ton of respect for each other all week. They took a picture with each other at the Performance Institute the other day, just days before they would battle.
That right hand hit him right on the tip of the chin, man. You saw Rosa kind of blink it off.
DC, you mentioned the new training of Charles Rosa, was a longtime member of American Top Team, but then Charles McCarthy went and started his own venture, so he went with him and also trains a little bit at Sanford MMA down in Florida as well. Came back from a neck injury that kept him out for 2 years. A lot of doctors said he would never fight again. He said, I'll be 100%. Jaynes loads up and lands another.
That was a beautiful slip. Go to right hand right after it. Jaynes looks good, man.
Yeah, sharp.
His power is in those fists, man. Shorter, stockier featherweight. I think Rosa's done a great job of getting off of his heel.
Another one.
Before, Jaynes had him on his heels. Now he's kind of advancing, which is what he needs to do, right? When you're fighting the shorter guy, you don't want him walking into you. He feels confident there. You got to keep him at the end of your punches by backing him up. Ooh, solid calf kick.
Rosa's starting to get busier as we approach 2 minutes to go. Round one. He loads up and throws a big one. Guard kept high for Jaynes.
You know, and for Charles Rosa, he knows about this bet too and all these crazy circumstances. You know he's going out there thinking, you're not going to just do this crazy stuff and come in here and get a win over me. No way. It's always something, right? Like, you try to find something that motivates you. I mean, Michael Jordan used everything. Like, regardless of what was going on, he used it as something to propel him into hating you, right? As an athlete, Charles Rosa saying, hey, I'm going to take all your money, right? Because for your opponent, you don't care that he doesn't get paid. You just want to hurt him. You want to beat him. Yeah. And Rosa's using that as motivation. And you can see it now as he approaches the end of the round. He's fighting so much better. Yeah, it looks sharp. He got caught with some big punches early, but now he's being very aggressive, moving forward, landing some nice kicks as well. But again, he's keeping him on the edge of his punches, right? By being the advancing party.
Jaynes has been timing that right hand. Now puts 3 together. Final minute of round 1.
Jaynes is loading up, though, man. He's got to stop loading up so much, trying to knock him out with every single punch he throws. And he took an awkward step on that left leg as well after one of the kicks landed from Rosa. That concerns me, especially being such a big puncher. You rely on that power, and a guy who we talked about earlier covers a lot of distance with that lead left hook. Well, that's not going to be there once that calf goes. Yep, and we've seen Rosa go long, right? Rosa's fought the best fighters in the world. He's fought very good guys. So you know he can go 15 minutes hard, especially when he's dictating. Can Jaynes keep that same power from round 1 to 3?
Rosa makes good on the takedown. Right in the side control. And now into mount as the clock hits 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. Jaynes swerving out and he does escape. You gotta watch the kick. Jaynes stop for a moment. Final seconds of round 1. Round 2 coming. Cutman did all he could for Rosa. And it's like the blood's going right down the nose though, not into the eye. Jaynes exploding to start round 2.
Yeah, but that's still not a great spot, right? Anything that's in that nose, eyebrow region, right above your eye, if you're on your back is what concerns me. Yep. That's when it becomes a problem. But when it starts to come down, right, even though it may not be going directly into your eye, it's like you see something, a bit of a fog off to the side, right? Even if it's not going into the eye, you're like very aware of what's coming up to your peripheral view. That leg is bothering him. Oh, he's got a guillotine. And Charles is good here. Oh, he's got a guillotine. It looks tight. Oh, man. He seems to be staying. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's very calm. Nice work there from Jaynes.
You place that bet on yourself. You're not the tap.
No, you're not tap. No, you're going out.
But I don't understand why Rosa didn't take a more takedown heavy approach after scoring so easily at the end of round 1. He got that takedown very easy. And not only did he get the takedown, he moved him out effortlessly. I don't know why he doesn't just go back to that. Staying on the back is Jaynes. Rosa returns to his feet. Great job by Jaynes. Keeping his hands locked, not allowing Rosa to dig back inside. If you're Rosa, you got to try to get that lock on one hip and then isolate the hip to try to break it. Look at it. Now it's on the hip now. He's got to start to get that right hip out.
Go grab the fence.
Another guillotine attempt here from Rosa. Nice sprawl front headlock position. Look for Rosa to chase the back here. Watch him try to pull and circle to the back of Jaynes.
He's trying to push on that elbow, get that across. Still on that neck, though.
I like this better. Just hang on him, right? Make him carry your weight. Maybe set up a Darce choke.
Yeah, you can see that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to push that elbow in towards Justin Jaynes' own body, and then maybe even roll through or turn to his side.
Well, he's got his hands locked up. Yep. He's got his
See how wide the elbow is here?
Yeah, Jaynes is doing a great job of framing.
That
Right?
choke.
There's great defense there.
But that arm is now going, okay, now it's gone. But that right arm was sliding right under the neck. Nice work there from Justin Jaynes. He's still got to fight. That arm is trapped, so he can't get around the body of Charles Rosa to get him down to the ground.
He's got to start the small actions to pull the right arm through. Just small jerks, like pull a little bit. Once the right arm comes out, he can cover and he can control Charles Rosa.
Yeah, you know what you need. You touch him there. Hang on center. Pull that body out.
Is that Jaynes bleeding down there?
Yeah, it looks like there's blood coming out of the nose or the mouth, maybe.
Well, Rosa's done a really good job of just making sure Jaynes can't get his right arm back. Right, so now he's just punching.
Yeah, this is kind of an awkward position these guys are stuck in, but definitely advantageous for Charles Rosa, who can still land hammer fists and clearly has busted up the face of Justin Jaynes.
You know, in these situations, a lot of times whoever's higher wins, right? So if Jaynes can post his left hand, come straight up with his right arm, it'll lift Rosa off the mat, right? Then he can start to try to move to get that arm cleared. But right here does nothing for him. He's got to try to find a way to get... There it is. See, starting to shift now. Or just hook the elbow and circle back off to his left. He's got to get Charles Rosa's head and chest going backwards a little bit if he wants to advance his position.
Yeah, he's got to forget about staying right here. You're right, DC. He's got to make a commitment to moving a different way.
There it is. Look, see? Now look at Rosa's back, right? Rosa's back is going back, head chest is going backwards. Now we can start to try to advance a little bit. He's got to get to the other side now.
Yeah, but now he can end up in sort of a crucifix position on his own back here.
Yes, but he's got to get to the other side now. He can't sit here. He can take his whole body across to the opposite side.
Charles.
Lost the back of the head. Understand? Lost the back of the head. Lose position.
Jaynes waited. There it is. See? He should have exploded into the position right away, right? You got to get back into him. The height is what starts. Final seconds take away round 2. Round 3 coming up. Set for the event in a way only they can. It's a great way to start a huge weekend. Friday, July 9th, 11:50 Eastern on UFC's YouTube and Facebook channels, as well as UFC Fight Pass.
Yeah, thanks for letting me get in there for that weigh-in show.
Did you enjoy getting beat up by the bull? Did you enjoy getting beat up by the bull? I
There
hopped
was
it
some
up.
cheating there. There was some cheating happening on that bull.
It seemed like you guys all got beat up on that bull, man.
And I was worried about when we fell off of it, still moved for a little bit, somebody's going to smack their head on the side of it. That was my honest concern.
Oh, man.
Because I'm an old man now.
That
I
was
worry
fun.
about the
Don't buy into it. I'm telling you, you buy into being old and it's over. I do it every morning. You gotta get DC on a bull, though.
I think that's why he just...
It's not a great it's not a great visual. It's not a great visual. Right, this is not good for Justin Jaynes. No, not good at all. Live odds have really swelled in the direction of Charles Rosa. And now Rosa's got that far side control to get to that arm triangle. Jaynes has to be very careful. He cannot let Rosa knee get through to mount and then slowly work his way to the opposite side. Great job there by Jaynes recovering. But he cannot spend too much time here. Under 4 minutes now. You would think he needs to finish. I mean, he's behind 2-0. You know, even though Rosa was the guy that was on the bottom, he was doing a lot of damage. Jaynes did nothing towards the last 3 minutes of that round.
Knee there, Charles. Left knee, Charles. Let it go, Charles. Left knee. Go left arm underhook on the body.
So Jaynes will just look for a way out, but he's got to start bridging his feet.
Yeah.
That's one of the things you don't do with the bigger guy, right?
I mean, you don't bridge. The little guys don't bridge. Big guys, we just bridge into each other. And now he's looking at a north-south choke.
North-south choke getting tight.
But look at his arms, though. His arms aren't even locked. Look at how far he is.
Yeah,
He's got to collect that elbow before he can try to get a finisher.
Now wants to get nice work. Now he's back on his feet. He's got 3 minutes. It's really hurt Charles Rosa. But he still can't get wild. He can't get too reckless because he'll get taken down again. He's got to be just slightly calculated, really try to land these punches and set them up, which is so hard to do when your back's against the wall. You put yourself in this circumstance.
I mean, you put yourself in a... Oh, he hurt it. He hurt it bad. Trying to put it together.
Oh, right hand.
Big right hand to the chin as they return to the center and another.
That left hook was nasty.
Rosa now advancing as Jaynes backs off with the guard high.
This may be where Jaynes might know to get him, though, Brendan, is when he gets close, throw a check left hook or something. Oh, because the first shot Rosa seems to be seeing.
Oh,
Start after attack. My goodness. Rosa's on the run. Jaynes has got to be moving here. No. Not a takedown. Not a takedown, Felder. Not a takedown. Wow, and he's got a triangle. Oh, that's tight.
Oh, my goodness.
But the problem with this is, though, you don't get it, you're wasting a lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, but Felderman, he's got the arm collected.
He does, but the fence is in his way. He can't get over to the other side.
I mean, now it's getting even tighter. Rosa's answering the phone.
Oh, you're right.
That's going to be tight. Yeah, it's going to
Swings
be tight.
all the way over to the other side.
No, even if you're answering that phone, it is still tight. Charles is doing fine. He's relaxing. He's trying to stay calm. But this is so uncomfortable. Well, because Charles Rosa's answering the phone, it makes it difficult to finish, right? But the chest, right? A lot of guys squeeze when they get to the arm triangle. You gotta just drop the chest and the weight. You want to attack the choke in terms of the blood. You want to try to make him pass out, not squeeze him to make him tap.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of guys, and I was always bad at that too. I would just try to burn my arms out, squeeze. But really, it was about lowering that shoulder and your chest.
That
out
pressure, man.
slowly into the
Effortless.
mat.
Effortless.
30 seconds to go. Jaynes really going to try to dig deep here as he gets the back. Rosa fighting the hands.